Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on a piece of tech that's in millions of our homes, but honestly can feel like it runs on pure magic. Yep, we're talking about smart speakers.
Think about it. You say, hey Google, play my morning playlist, and boom, it just happens. But what's the actual journey your voice takes in those few seconds? How does that little plastic cylinder on your counter even understand you? That's exactly what we're going to break down.
So at its most basic level, a smart speaker is just that, a device powered by artificial intelligence designed specifically for a conversation. It's built to listen, figure out what you're trying to say, and then either talk back or do something for you. It's your own personal assistant, basically. Now, this whole thing isn't just one technology. It's more like a team of three working together perfectly. You've got artificial intelligence, which is kind of the big boss, the overall brain. Then that brain gets smarter through machine learning. That's how it learns from every conversation. And finally, it understands us thanks to natural language processing, which is its specialist in all things human speech.
Okay, to really get this, we're going to follow a single voice command on its incredible, super fast journey, right from the moment the sound leaves your mouth to the second you get an answer. So let's trace the path. So, first off, the device is always just listening. But it's only listening for one thing, its wake word. Once it hears that Alexa or Hey Siri, it jumps into action. A whole bunch of tiny microphones work together to zero in on your voice, tuning out the TV or the dog barking in the background. Then, this process called automatic speech recognition, or ASR, does the first magic trick. It turns your spoken words into digital text.
Let's follow a classic example, right? You ask, what is the weather today? Those simple sound waves coming out of your mouth are like the starting pistol for this whole high-tech race.
And boom, just like that, in a split second, that automatic speech recognition we just talked about turns your voice into plain old text. Your voice is now data that a computer can actually read and work with. But hang on, this is the next big hurdle. Having the words written out isn't the same as understanding what they mean. How does the device know you're asking a question and not just saying a random phrase? How does it figure out what you actually want?
Well, here's the secret. That little speaker on your counter, it's not doing the heavy lifting. This is the big aha moment for a lot of people. The real thinking, the real brain power is happening miles and miles away in gigantic data centers. Your request gets beamed up to the cloud.
And this is where natural language processing really shines. It's like a language detective. It analyzes the grammar and the context to figure out your intention. It says, okay, this is a question, and it's about the weather. Then, that understood request gets passed to the super powerful AI, which zips off to find the information and put together the best answer.
You know, this is a great way to put it. These devices aren't sitting there thinking like we do. They're not self-aware. They're just unbelievably good at spotting patterns in massive, massive amounts of data at lightning speed. And that's what gives us the illusion of real intelligence. So the AI up in the cloud has the answer. But right now, it's still just data, just text. How does that get all the way back to you as a spoken response? Let's follow the final leg of this journey. The AI puts together the answer in text form, something like, the weather today is sunny with a high of 75 degrees. That text then gets sent all the way back down from the cloud to your device, where text-to-speech technology turns it back into that familiar, human-like voice that you hear. The entire round trip, it takes maybe a second or two. It's incredible. But you know what? The process doesn't just stop there. The truly amazing part is that the system learns from every single one of these interactions. This is where AI and machine learning are the real secret sauce. See, every time you use it, the AI gets a tiny bit better. It starts to learn your taste in music, it gets more and more used to your specific accent or the way you talk. And all of that improves its accuracy over time, letting it give you personalized responses that feel like they're just for you. So if there's one thing to take away, it's this. Your smart speaker isn't some static piece of tech. It's a dynamic, living system that's always learning. Your questions are actually training it to be a better assistant tomorrow than it was today.
Okay, so let's bring this all back to Earth. How does all this complex tech actually come together in the real world? All of it serves one big purpose, to be useful in our daily lives.
And this just shows you how versatile they are, right? It's your personal DJ, your morning news anchor, the timer for your pasta, the light switch for your whole house, and it can even be a homework helper for students. It's really become a central hub for so much of what we do.
So to wrap it all up, the magic isn't really one single thing. It's this beautiful, seamless loop of 4 different technologies working together: voice recognition,
AI, cloud computing, and speech technology. All of them have to work perfectly for the magic to happen.
You know, they're already so woven into our daily routines. But as the AI behind them keeps learning and evolving at this incredible speed, you really have to wonder, what comes next? What kind of things will they be able to do in 5 years? What questions will we even be asking them then? It's definitely something to think about.